Struggling to sleep after 60. These 7 foods might be making it worse. Most seniors eat number 2. Daily. Don't go to sleep until you watch this. This is your warning. Some of the most common healthy foods could be robbing your body of the deep healing sleep it desperately needs, the kind that repairs muscles, sharpens your mind, and keeps your balance strong. One food in particular acts like a stealth sedative, draining your energy, dulling muscle strength, and making falls more likely, without you feeling a thing. And the worst part? You could be doing everything else right, walking, eating clean, no screens before bed, and still never sleep well because of what's on your plate. But not anymore, because I'll reveal what these 7 foods are, and how to fix your sleep naturally, starting tonight. Pay attention, because this could change the way you sleep and the way you age. There's a quiet shift that happens in the body after 60. It sneaks up without warning. You're still the same you, sharp, thoughtful, capable, but suddenly your sleep isn't as deep. You wake up more during the night. And when morning comes, you don't feel refreshed, just tired, and maybe even a little unsteady on your feet. You might blame it on aging, a normal part of getting older, right? But here's what they don't always tell you. Your body changes in ways that make poor sleep far more dangerous now than when you were younger. After 60, your body produces less melatonin. That's the natural hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. At the same time, your sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented. You may drift off, but you don't always stay asleep long enough to hit the deep, healing stages your body needs. And the consequences? They're not just about feeling groggy. Poor sleep in seniors has been linked to a higher risk of memory problems, heart issues, and even deadly nighttime falls. That last one is especially devastating. Think about it. When you don't sleep well, your balance is off. Your muscles don't recover. Your reflexes slow down. You shuffle instead of stepping firmly. All it takes is one late-night trip to the bathroom, a little wobble in the dark, and your life can change in an instant. We've seen it too many times. But here's the most shocking part. For many seniors, this isn't just about age. It's about what you're eating. Because every day, millions of older adults are reaching for comfort foods that secretly disturb their sleep cycle even more. Foods that may seem harmless, even helpful, especially when eaten at night. You might have one of them right before bed. It might even be something you've been told is healthy, full of potassium, fiber, or low in fat. But inside your body, it's delaying deep sleep by up to 90 minutes, keeping you in the shallow stages where your muscles can't fully recover. And that one bedtime mistake? It could be the reason you're waking up sore, weak, and more forgetful than the day before. It's not your fault. No one warned you. But now you know. And in just a while, I'll show you exactly what that food is. It's common, it's well-meaning, and it's probably in your kitchen right now. Let's look at one of the most common nighttime snacks for older adults, and how it quietly spikes stress hormones that sabotage your sleep and wear down your muscles. Imagine this. It's a quiet evening. You've brushed your teeth, turned off the lights, maybe even slipped into your favorite pair of slippers. You're ready to relax, so you treat yourself to a small bowl of something sweet, maybe a scoop of vanilla ice cream or a few spoonfuls of frozen yogurt. It's just a little comfort at the end of a long day. Harmless, right? But here's the warning no one ever gave you. That simple bedtime treat might be quietly wrecking your sleep and your strength. Sugar is sneaky. It doesn't just give you a burst of energy. In older bodies, it can spike cortisol, your stress hormone. And when cortisol is high, your body can't fully wind down. It holds on to tension, keeps your heart rate slightly elevated, and blocks you from reaching the deep restorative sleep your muscles and brain need. And it doesn't stop there. That blood sugar spike from dessert, it's followed by a crash. When your blood sugar drops suddenly in the middle of the night, your body goes into alert mode. It may release adrenaline or even wake you up completely. heart racing, mind busy, and you may not even realize that it all started with just a few bites of something sweet. Here's the scary part. This cycle doesn't just leave you groggy. It can slowly weaken your muscles. When you don't reach deep sleep, your body doesn't repair tissue or build strength. Over time, that can mean feeling unstable on your feet, having trouble getting out of a chair, or even facing a dangerous fall that could have been prevented. Now you might say, well, I only eat the low-sugar stuff. But even that comes with a warning. Many sugar-free or low-fat desserts are loaded with artificial sweeteners and additives. These can confuse your brain and your gut. In fact, certain chemicals used in low-sugar snacks can disrupt your gut bacteria, which play a big role in making melatonin, your sleep hormone. So even without real sugar, your body still struggles to rest. And if you've ever noticed that you fall asleep just fine, but wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. and can't get back to sleep, this could be why. Simply swapping it out could change everything: your sleep, your energy, and even your confidence when you walk across the room. One woman I spoke with had this exact issue. She'd been eating a scoop of frozen yogurt every night. She thought it helped her relax. But after learning about the effects of sugar and sleep, she switched it out for a calming tea and a protein-rich bite. Within a week, her sleep was deeper, and her energy in the morning came back, stronger and steadier than it had in months. This isn't about never enjoying your favorite foods again. It's about timing and awareness, and knowing which foods help your body sleep, and which ones might secretly sabotage it. And speaking of secret saboteurs, have you ever thought about what's hiding in your morning coffee creamer, even the non-dairy kinds? We'll dig into that later, and it might shock you how something you drink in the morning can still be damaging your rest at night. Next, we're going to look at something even more serious: what poor sleep does to your muscles, balance, and memory, even after just one bad night. Most people don't know how quickly those effects show up, or how dangerous they can become over time. Keep watching. The next few minutes could help you avoid something far worse down the road. You might not feel it right away, but one bad night of sleep can do more than leave you yawning the next morning. For older adults, the damage runs deeper and faster than most people realize. In fact, studies show that just one night of poor sleep can reduce muscle strength in seniors by up to 10% the very next day. That's not a small dip in energy. That's the kind of drop that can turn a steady step into a stumble, a confident rise from a chair into a shaky one. It's the kind of weakness that quietly creeps in until suddenly, everyday tasks feel harder, riskier, heavier. Because here's the truth: less sleep means less strength. And less strength, it means more falls. Sleep is when your body restores itself. It rebuilds muscle, repairs cells, and resets your nervous system. Without it, your legs don't recover from yesterday's walk. Your hands don't regain their grip. Your spine doesn't reset for better balance. And the domino effect begins. You feel a little weaker, so you move less. But moving less leads to further muscle loss. That weakens your joints. A weak joint leads to a misstep. And then one day, one slip, one fall, and everything can change. A hospital stay, a cane, a shift in independence. It sounds dramatic, but it happens every single day, and it often starts with something as simple as not getting the sleep your body needs. What makes this even more concerning is that most people don't realize what's causing it. They think, I'm just getting older. But no, this isn't just aging. It's sleep loss, silently draining your strength. And here's where it gets even more serious. When sleep is disrupted, your body begins to lose a key nutrient, one that's essential for hip stability, leg strength, and grip control. Without it, your muscles can't contract properly, your reflexes slow, and your body feels like it's moving through water, slow, unsure, and heavy. Most seniors are already low in this nutrient to begin with, but add in poor sleep, and it drops fast. I'm going to reveal what that nutrient is later, and more importantly, how you can restore it naturally and safely. This one insight alone could help you regain confidence in your step, hold onto that railing without strain, and even avoid a dangerous fall. But for now, here's what you need to remember. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's about repair. It's your nighttime strength session, your internal tune-up. When you skip it or shorten it, your body misses that window to rebuild what time and age try to wear down. And the foods we eat play a shocking role in how well we sleep. In the next part, we're going to talk about a food almost every senior eats, believing it's helping them sleep, when in fact it delays deep rest by nearly 90 minutes. That means you might be spending most of your night in light sleep, tossing and turning instead of truly healing. Now stay with me, because what you're about to learn later could explain why, no matter how early you go to bed, your body still wakes up feeling tired. It's soft, sweet, and easy on the stomach. You peel it, slice it, maybe enjoy it with a little peanut butter. For decades, it's been one of the go-to snacks for older adults trying to eat healthy. We're talking about bananas. Yes, bananas. The very fruit you may have been told is good for heart health, muscle cramps, and potassium levels. And in many ways, that's true. But here's the warning most people never hear. Eating bananas before bed could quietly be hijacking your sleep cycle. Let's break it down. Bananas are naturally high in sugar and starch. One medium banana can contain over 14 grams of sugar. And while that sugar may be natural, your body still reacts the same way it would to a cookie or slice of cake. That means insulin goes up. Blood sugar spikes. And here's where the danger comes in. When your blood sugar climbs just before bed, your body delays entering deep sleep. Instead, it stays in a lighter state, alert and active, waiting for that sugar to process. You may fall asleep, but you won't get the deep rest that your muscles, memory, and balance desperately need. Then, as your blood sugar crashes a few hours later, your body releases stress hormones to wake you up, adrenaline and cortisol, pulling you out of sleep, sometimes with a jolt. That's why so many people find themselves awake around 2 or 3 a.m., even if they went to bed early. It's not stress, it's not aging, it could be that banana. Now here's something most people don't know. As we get older, our insulin response becomes less efficient. So even a small amount of sugar, like what's found in a banana, can trigger a larger and longer-lasting blood sugar spike than it would in someone younger. And the consequences grow worse with time. More sugar at night means weaker muscles in the morning. And weaker muscles mean higher fall risk, slower movement, and more dependence on others, a frightening outcome that many seniors face without ever realizing food played a role. You may be wondering, but if bananas aren't the best evening snack, what is? That's a great question, and we'll answer it fully later when we reveal a bedtime fruit that's actually been shown to help increase serotonin naturally. It's a delicious option that supports calm, longer-lasting sleep and helps you wake up steady and clear-headed. So be sure to stick around for that. For now, just remember this. What you eat in the hours before bed can either heal you or quietly harm you. And while bananas aren't dangerous during the day, they can become a sleep saboteur after sunset, especially when your body's trying to rest, repair, and rebuild your strength. Up next, we're going to look at another common food that hides in plain sight. Most people pour it into their coffee every morning, never suspecting that it could come back to haunt them at night. Even the non-dairy versions. This one is a real shocker, so stay tuned. For many people, morning doesn't really begin until that first cup of coffee. It's a ritual, comforting, familiar. Maybe you add a splash of something creamy, stir gently, and settle into your chair as the sun peeks through the window. But there's a quiet danger swirling in that cup, especially if you're using non-dairy creamer. These creamers, even the ones labeled as light, sugar-free, or heart-healthy, often contain ingredients that can devastate your sleep, especially as you get older. Let's start with trans fats. Some non-dairy creamers still use them, hidden under names like partially hydrogenated oils. These artificial fats can cause inflammation in the brain, including the very areas that regulate sleep and hormone production. That's a serious warning for anyone over 60. Why? Because inflammation interferes with your body's ability to make melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. So even if you drink that coffee in the morning, the chemicals in your creamer may still be disrupting your sleep at night, silently, steadily, and without any obvious clue. And then there are the artificial sweeteners. Many non-dairy creamers rely on things like sucralose, aspartame, or acesulfame potassium to add sweetness without calories. But here's what they don't tell you. These sweeteners don't just confuse your taste buds, they disrupt your gut. And your gut, believe it or not, plays a powerful role in how well you sleep. Inside your belly lives something called the gut microbiome. Trillions of tiny organisms that affect everything from your mood to your immune system. And yes, your sleep. When your gut is inflamed or out of balance, a condition common in many older adults, your body can stop producing serotonin, the calming brain chemical that eventually turns into melatonin. That means less calm, more stress, and more nights spent tossing and turning. Even worse, gut inflammation can make you feel wired and restless, even when you're tired. It can trigger nighttime trips to the bathroom, restless legs, and a racing mind just as your body should be winding down. So while that creamer might seem like a harmless indulgence, it could be setting off a chain reaction that sabotages your body's deepest form of healing: sleep. Now, that doesn't mean you have to give up coffee, but it does mean we need to be smart about what we add to it. Later, we're going to dive deeper into how gut inflammation can collapse your sleep quality and leave you drained, no matter how early you head to bed. More importantly, I'll share some natural, delicious foods that repair your gut lining and restore balance, so you can finally feel calm when the lights go out. We're also going to explore something most people overlook: how your muscles and sleep are deeply connected, and why losing deep sleep can lead to sudden drops in strength, balance, and stability. If you're finding this helpful so far, give this video a quick thumbs up. It helps us keep sharing these health tips for folks like you, and might even help someone you care about sleep better tonight. Stick with me. This next insight could be the key to avoiding the slow decline that catches so many people by surprise. It's something most people never think about, but your muscles are deeply connected to your sleep. In fact, they're not just there to help you stand, walk, or carry a bag of groceries. Your muscles actually help regulate your body's ability to fall into deep healing rest. Think of your muscles like little night shift workers. During the day, they carry your body, keep you stable, and respond to every step and stretch. But at night, if they're healthy and well-fed, they send signals to your brain that it's safe to slow down and go into deep repair mode. But here's the shocking truth: if your muscles are weak, undernourished, or inflamed, your sleep will suffer. Many seniors notice that sleep becomes lighter, shorter, or more disrupted as they age. They assume it's just part of getting older. But that's not entirely true. What's often missing is a critical combination of two key nutrients: magnesium and protein. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can't fully relax. They stay tense, tight, and restless, even if your mind feels tired. That's one reason people get leg cramps at night or feel that jittery, uncomfortable sensation just as they're trying to fall asleep. Protein is just as important. It's the raw material your body uses to repair muscle tissue while you rest. Without it, your muscles break down faster than they can rebuild. And when that happens, you start to lose strength, stability, and energy. You may not notice it right away, but soon, everyday movements become harder. A step feels steeper, a chair feels heavier, and your confidence starts to slip. Here's something many people don't realize. Muscle loss can begin within just a few days of poor sleep. And once that process starts, it creates a dangerous cycle. Weak muscles, worse sleep, even weaker muscles. And that cycle can quietly lead to falls, fatigue, and a frightening loss of independence. But the good news is, you can interrupt that cycle. The key is to give your muscles what they need before bed, so they can help your body drift into a deeper, more restorative sleep. And here's a tip that might surprise you. Later in this video, we'll reveal a common spice found in most senior kitchens, one that can actually help your body absorb more magnesium and calm your muscles naturally. You probably have it in your cabinet right now, and you'll want to know exactly how to use it. We'll cover that later. Just imagine, instead of waking up stiff, sore, or foggy, you wake up clear-headed, your legs feel steady, your balance is strong. You walk to the kitchen with confidence and ease, not fear of stumbling. That's the kind of impact proper sleep and muscle care can have. Sleep isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about rebuilding your strength, your resilience, and your ability to stay independent, to keep doing the things you love without relying on anyone else. And it all starts with what you put in your body before the lights go out. In the next part, we're going to look at something truly alarming, a type of bread that's marketed as healthy, but can keep your blood sugar and your brain on high alert all night long. You don't want to miss what's next, because this next food, it's likely sitting in your pantry right now. There's something comforting about a warm slice of whole wheat toast. Maybe you enjoy it with a little butter or as a late-night snack when dinner feels too far behind you. It seems harmless, even healthy. After all, it's whole wheat, right? But here's the part most people don't know. What's labeled as whole wheat today isn't always what it seems. In fact, most store-bought whole wheat bread is ultra-processed. That means the wheat is broken down, stripped, and then reassembled, with preservatives, additives, and sometimes even added sugar. By the time it hits your plate, it behaves in your body more like white bread than the wholesome, hearty slices you might remember from years ago. And here's the problem. This kind of bread can spike your blood sugar and keep it high for hours. When that happens in the evening, it quietly disrupts your sleep cycle. You may fall asleep just fine, but around 2 or 3 a.m., as your blood sugar drops again, your body goes into alert mode. It releases cortisol, your stress hormone, to wake you up. That's why so many people wake up in the middle of the night and can't figure out why. The room is quiet, they're not anxious, but their heart feels just a little too fast, their mind just a little too awake. It may not be stress. It may be the healthy slice of bread you had with soup. There's another layer of concern, one that most people have never been warned about. Today's modern wheat crops are often treated with a chemical called glyphosate, a pesticide linked to gut inflammation and hormone disruption. Traces of it can linger in the wheat long after harvesting, and even in small amounts, glyphosate has been shown to interfere with your body's natural melatonin production. That means your body may not be able to make enough of the very hormone it needs to fall asleep and stay asleep. It's like trying to sail through the night without a lighthouse. No signal, no rhythm, just drifting and waking. This might help explain why so many older adults report lighter sleep, more night wakings, and that frustrating feeling of being tired but wired. And the consequences go beyond feeling groggy. Sleep loss leads to slower reaction times, weaker legs, more risk of falls and injury. But there's good news. Later in this video, I'll share one particular late-night carb that's actually been shown to help your body relax and fall asleep faster. It doesn't spike blood sugar the way processed wheat does, and it's gentle on your gut. In fact, many people find that it helps them sleep deeper and feel stronger in the morning. You won't want to miss that. For now, just remember this: the label whole wheat doesn't always mean natural or safe, especially not when it comes to your sleep. Your sleep is your foundation. Without it, your balance slips, your strength fades, and your body slowly loses the ability to rebuild. And often, it's not the big things that cause the damage. It's the quiet, everyday habits that add up, like a slice of bread before bed. Up next, we'll talk about an overlooked vitamin that gets drained when you don't sleep well, and how this one deficiency might be the reason you're struggling with weak grip, unsteady steps, and restless nights. Stay with me. This next insight could change everything. You might think of vitamins as something you took back in childhood, a chewable tab in the morning, and you were good to go. But there's one group of vitamins most seniors are missing today. And this deficiency doesn't just cause a little tiredness or brain fog. It can quietly lead to cramps, weak muscles, brittle bones, and broken sleep. We're talking about vitamin D3 and vitamin K2, the two silent guardians of your strength and your rest. After 60, your body naturally produces less vitamin D, especially if you spend most of your time indoors or wear long sleeves and sunscreen when outside. And without that vitamin, things start to fall apart, literally. You may start to notice leg cramps at night, or a strange restlessness that kicks in just as you're trying to fall asleep. Some people feel like their muscles are humming, twitching, or tightening without reason. That's not just age, it's not in your head. It's often a sign of low vitamin D3. And here's where it gets worse. When you're low in D3, your body struggles to absorb calcium properly. That leads to weaker bones. Over time, this increases your risk of fractures, back pain, and the kind of falls that can take away your independence in an instant. But here's the part most people are never told. Vitamin D3 needs vitamin K2 to work properly. Without K2, that calcium doesn't go to your bones. It can get stuck in the wrong places, like your arteries or joints, where it can cause pain, stiffness, and even heart issues. So you need both. D3 to boost your sleep and muscle recovery, and K2 to help guide that calcium where it belongs. Together, they form a powerful duo. They don't just help you sleep deeper. They help keep your legs strong, your bones stable, and your nighttime calm, without pills or sedatives. Think about it. When you sleep deeply, your body restores itself. That means your muscles rebuild, your bones strengthen, and your nervous system resets. But if you're missing this critical vitamin combo, your body doesn't have the tools it needs to rebuild. And every night you go without proper sleep, the damage compounds. You wake up weaker, more sore, less steady, and the risks start to pile up. It's a slow collapse, but it doesn't have to happen. Later in this video, I'll show you the best food and supplement combo to replenish these overlooked vitamins naturally, and how just one small change can start turning everything around: your energy, your sleep, your stability. It's one of the most important moments in this entire video, and you'll want to take notes. Because this isn't just about feeling tired. It's about the silent signals your body is sending, letting you know it's missing something essential, something you can restore. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It helps more seniors like you discover life-changing health tips, and it helps us keep creating them for you every day. But most importantly, visit us at thegoldenyearsrx.com. That's TheGoldenyearsrx.com to join our free community of seniors who want to stay strong, independent, and full of life. Up next, we'll dive into something that might be sitting in your pantry right now. A salty snack you think is harmless, but could be spiking your blood pressure and sending you to the bathroom all night long, ruining your rest. You won't believe how common this one is, and how easy it is to replace. Picture this. It's after dinner. You're winding down, maybe watching a favorite old movie or reading in your recliner. You reach for a little snack, some salted peanuts, maybe a few chips or a slice of deli ham with cheese. It feels light, not too heavy, just enough to take the edge off before bed. But here's the hidden danger. That salty snack could be the reason you're waking up 2, even 3 times a night. You see, salty foods don't just make you thirsty, they raise your blood pressure. And when sodium floods your system in the evening, it keeps your heart pumping harder and faster than it should during rest. That puts your entire nervous system on high alert. Your body stays ready instead of relaxed. And what should have been a peaceful night turns into a choppy, broken stretch of shallow sleep. Even worse, high sodium levels make your kidneys work overtime. That means your bladder fills faster. And you're pulled out of bed to use the bathroom, sometimes more than once. And we know, getting out of bed at night isn't just annoying, it's dangerous. Each time you wake, your balance is off. Your legs are groggy. One wrong step on a dark floor or bathroom mat, and suddenly you're facing a fall, a broken bone, a hospital stay, or worse, a change in your independence. All because of a handful of chips or a slice of processed meat before bed. And this happens more often than you think. Because many so-called light snacks for seniors, like pretzels, roasted nuts, deli turkey, hide a shocking amount of sodium. It's not always about the salt shaker. It's what's already baked or cured into the food. Even if you don't feel thirsty, your body feels the pressure. But here's something hopeful. Later I'll reveal a common herb, something you may already have in your spice rack, that can naturally counteract sodium's effects and help calm your nervous system. Used correctly, it can support your heart, reduce nighttime bathroom trips, and help you sleep more soundly. You won't want to miss that. In the meantime, consider this. Your evening snack can either relax your body or overload it. Choosing something salty might seem small, but for older adults, that one choice can mean the difference between deep sleep and a restless, dangerous night. This is the kind of info they don't always tell you at the doctor's office, right? If you're finding it helpful, give this video a like and stay with us. The most surprising food is coming up next. And what's even more shocking is how many people eat it thinking it helps them sleep, when in reality, it's loaded with a substance that sticks around in your system and blocks deep rest for hours. Stick around. This next part might change what's in your evening cup forever. You've finished dinner, maybe it's been a long day. You sit back, cozy up with a book or your favorite show, and make yourself a warm drink, a cup of decaf coffee or maybe some green tea. It feels like the perfect way to wind down. But what if I told you that simple habit may be silently blocking your deep sleep, night after night? Many people don't realize this. Decaf doesn't mean caffeine-free. Most decaf coffee still contains 20 to 30 milligrams of caffeine per cup. That might sound small, but in a body over 60, that small dose can linger twice as long as it would in someone younger. It's true, as we age, our liver processes caffeine more slowly. So even if you drink that decaf coffee at 6 or 7 p.m., a portion of that caffeine could still be in your system at midnight or even later, blocking melatonin, disrupting REM cycles, and keeping your brain too alert to fully rest. And it's not just decaf. Green tea, black tea, even hot cocoa all contain varying amounts of caffeine. Add a square of dark chocolate, or even a serving of chocolate-flavored protein powder. And suddenly, what you thought was a calming routine becomes a recipe for restlessness. The result? You may fall asleep, but you won't stay asleep. You toss. You wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. for no reason. Your dreams feel strange or disconnected. And worst of all, you wake up in the morning feeling like your body never truly shut down. That means muscles didn't recover. Joints stayed stiff, balance is off, and the spiral begins. One poor night leads to a weaker day, which leads to another poor night. This isn't just frustrating, it's dangerous. Because if your sleep is being disrupted by hidden caffeine, your body never gets the chance to fully rebuild. Your memory, strength, and focus can all start to decline, and you may never realize why. But here's the good news. There is a nighttime drink that works with your body, not against it. It supports your natural melatonin production and helps your muscles relax instead of tense. And the best part? It doesn't contain a drop of caffeine. Later, I'll reveal exactly what it is, including how to prepare it, when to drink it, and why it could become your new favorite bedtime ritual. You'll also learn about a powerful bedtime superfood that helps regulate stress hormones and reduce nighttime awakenings. This isn't something trendy or expensive. It's something you can find in most grocery stores, but hardly anyone knows what it really does. So hang on for that. It might be the single most helpful change you make this year. Up next, we're uncovering a food that's been marketed as healthy for years, but removing the fat is exactly what makes it so harmful to your sleep. And if it's in your fridge right now, you're definitely going to want to hear what's next. For years, we were told that fat was the enemy. Low-fat yogurts, fat-free snacks, light everything. And for many older adults trying to make healthier choices, those labels felt like the safe path forward. But here's the hidden danger no one warned you about. Low-fat foods can quietly disrupt your sleep and weaken your muscles over time. It sounds strange at first. How could something meant to be healthy steal your rest? The answer lies in your hormones. Your body needs healthy fats to make critical sleep and mood hormones like melatonin and serotonin. These two are your nighttime heroes, helping your body feel calm, fall asleep faster, and stay asleep longer. But when you remove fat from your diet, especially before bed, your body starts running low on the building blocks it needs to create them. Think of it like trying to bake bread with no flour. No matter how hot the oven is, it's never going to rise. So when you eat a fat-free yogurt, or a light pudding cup, or sugar-free ice cream, you're not just skipping calories. You're skipping the essential nutrients your brain relies on to send sleep signals, and it gets worse. Most of these diet-friendly snacks replace fat with artificial sweeteners and additives, substances that confuse your gut and interfere with your internal clock. That's right. Your gut has its own circadian rhythm, just like your brain. And when it gets overwhelmed by chemicals it doesn't recognize, it throws off the entire sleep-wake cycle. That's why so many people who eat clean still can't sleep. They're not eating enough of the right things, especially at night. And here's the really frightening part. When your sleep suffers, your muscles start breaking down. You feel weaker. Your balance gets worse. You may not connect the dots at first, but it starts with the food. The very thing you thought was helping you stay fit could be silently weakening your body's ability to restore and protect itself. But there is a better way. There's one full-fat superfood, creamy, rich, and completely natural, that has been shown to increase sleep duration, support digestion, and help your muscles recover overnight. Most people overlook it because they've been told for decades to avoid anything full-fat. But we'll tell you exactly what it is later, along with how to use it and what to pair it with for maximum sleep support. In the very next minute, I'll reveal the full list of natural, science-backed solutions you've been waiting for. This is the moment we tie it all together, the missing nutrients, the secret herb, and that full-fat food that can restore strength, balance, and peace to your nights. So don't stop now. What I will reveal may just be the one that helps you finally sleep through the night again. Now that we've uncovered the 7 surprising foods that could be stealing your sleep, it's time for something much more encouraging and powerful. Because once you know what to remove, you also need to know what to add. What you're about to learn isn't about pills, prescriptions, or gimmicks. These are 3 natural, simple additions to your evening routine. Things most people overlook, that can help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up stronger. Let's start with something you may already have in your fridge: tart cherry juice. Unlike regular cherry juice or sweetened varieties, tart cherry juice is one of the only natural foods shown in studies to boost melatonin production, the very hormone your brain needs to power down. And the best part? It also helps with joint pain and inflammation, which means fewer aches at bedtime and less stiffness when you wake. Many seniors say they notice a difference in just a few nights, not only falling asleep more easily, but sleeping more deeply. A small glass an hour before bed is all it takes. But it has to be the real kind, unsweetened, tart cherry, ideally organic. Next, we've got something small but mighty: pumpkin seeds. These are loaded with magnesium and zinc, two minerals that play a huge role in calming your nervous system, relaxing your muscles, and helping your body recover overnight. Magnesium especially is a game changer for sleep. It eases leg cramps, prevents restless legs, and promotes deeper muscle repair. Zinc supports brain function and immunity, both of which take a hit with poor sleep. A small handful after dinner or mixed into a warm evening snack can do wonders. And unlike many other snacks, they don't spike your blood sugar or mess with your digestion. And finally, the one food that surprises nearly everyone: warm, full-fat kefir. Kefir is a fermented dairy drink. It's creamy, tangy, and rich in tryptophan, the same amino acid found in turkey that makes you feel relaxed after Thanksgiving dinner. But unlike turkey, kefir also supports your gut health. And as you've learned by now, your gut is closely tied to your sleep rhythm. Many diet versions of yogurt and dairy remove the fat, but full-fat kefir provides exactly what your body needs to produce serotonin, which then turns into melatonin, your sleep hormone. Warming it gently, just a little, not hot, and sipping it before bed can soothe your digestive tract, calm your nerves, and help your brain settle into rest. These three things, tart cherry juice, pumpkin seeds, and kefir, are gentle, natural, easy to find. But when used together, they create a powerful nighttime support system that helps your body do what it's designed to do: repair, restore, and rest. Imagine waking up with fewer aches, standing up from bed without wobbling, feeling clear-headed instead of groggy, and walking through your morning with confidence instead of caution. That's what strong, restorative sleep gives you. And that's what these foods can help you get back, without depending on sleeping pills or sacrificing your independence. If you've made it this far, then you already know. Sleep isn't just about getting through the night. It's about how you live during the day. Because good sleep gives you more than energy. It gives you strength, balance, clarity, joy. It lets you step out of bed in the morning without fear of falling. It helps you carry a bag of groceries, walk around the block, or hold your grandchild's hand, steady and strong. Sleep is what keeps you independent. And when it starts to slip, everything else can begin to unravel. But here's the hope. You're not powerless. Tonight, you can make new choices. You now know which foods might be silently stealing your rest, and which natural, comforting ones can help your body heal. You've learned about the nutrients your muscles crave, the hidden ingredients that disturb your sleep, and the small habits that build a safer, stronger tomorrow. The truth is, sleep isn't just about resting your eyes. It's about restoring your strength. When you sleep deeply, your muscles rebuild, your balance improves, your heart rests, and your brain clears away the clutter that clouds your memory. It's your body's most powerful repair system, and it works best when you protect it. And that's exactly what we're going to do together. Because this isn't just about nutrition, it's about freedom. About waking up each day feeling like yourself. It's about being able to stretch, stand, and smile with confidence, without wobbling, without wondering, and without waiting for someone else to help you get moving. One small change tonight could mean a deeper sleep, a steadier step tomorrow, and more days filled with peace, comfort, and control. and I'm here to walk this path with you. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It helps more seniors like you discover life-changing health tips, and it helps us keep creating them for you every day. But most importantly, visit us at thegoldenyearsrx.com. That's TheGoldenyearsRx.com to join our free community of seniors who want to stay strong, independent, and full of life. The next video on your screen is even more transformational. It could be the one that would help you move, feel, and live like you're 20 years younger. Go ahead and press play now, and let's bring back the strength and energy you thought was gone. Thank you for watching.